All right, guys, we're here with Plainview quarterback Jase Pruitt, fresh off a win over Sylvania, your big rival, man. Tell us how it feels.
It's great. It's always good to beat Sylvania. It's just a good team win. We got it done tonight.
Well, man, you guys definitely came out and you was solid early. You threw a pick early on, but you definitely gained your composure. Walk us through the game. Tell us how it felt the whole way through.
Well, I felt like our offensive line did a good job all night. We could able to run the ball and open up with the passing game when we could. And defense played outstanding. We all around good game.
Think you'll pull another player of the week from WQSB again this time?
I don't think so, not this week.
Well, Jase, man, you played a heck of a game. Congratulations on a big win over Sylvania. It's Jase Pruitt. I'm Jake Harris. Guys, get in here for the post game. Go celebrate with your friends, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jase.
Again, Jase.
Guys, it was Jase Pruitt. Now with Rusty Kirk and Ty Tribber-Charter. Ty, how you feeling, buddy?
I feel a little, almost gave out. That was the last set.
You know, we can tell.
I did it. I did it.
You slowed down a little. On your birthday, nonetheless.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to Ty. Man, you know, let's talk player of the game. Well, actually, tell you what, let's break down the stats. I'll give some scores from around the county, then we'll break down this game a little bit. So go ahead.
Stats for tonight's game. Leading on the ground was number 21, Payne Anderson, with 177 yards and a touchdown. But with the most touchdowns tonight is Caleb Spears, 95 yards with 3 touchdowns. Pruitt with 2 rushing touchdowns, and going to the other side of the football, quarterback number 3, Cameron, 7 for 22 pass attempts, 4 interceptions.
That is nasty.
That's hard.
That's a completely different Dylan Cameron than what we saw 2 weeks ago against Geraldine. Now, some updates from around the area. We have Gaston in the third quarter, 22-0 over Eider. Last night we had a game, Crossville and Douglas. Now Crossville, with their second win of the season, beats Douglas 35-19. It's Fort Payne all over Brewer in the third, 35-0. The last update I had was at halftime, and it was Collinsville 30 over Galesville 14. We're still waiting on an update there. Geraldine 42-17 over JB Pennington. Woodville 0. Valley Head 46 in the third. In the fourth quarter, it is 5:47, North Sand Mountain 21, and of course here, scoreboard says it all, 39-6. Now, we broke down the scores, you got the stats. Let's talk player of the game nominees. Talk to me, Rusty. I mean, who do you think?
I'm going to give you 3. Number 38, Cody Willingham. Number 12, Jase Pruitt. And I'm going to go with number 21, Payne Anderson.
You know, and I got to throw another one in there. I'm going to have to throw Caleb Spears into the mix. I mean, you know, and not only, it wasn't just his performance as far as yards and as far as touchdowns, it was the plays that got him there. You know, he carried the whole pile down here earlier. So I'm going to put my vote, kind of hard to do, but for the all the running backs, the starting running backs for Plainview, I'm going to say, well, Brett Bobo had a big night, but you can't really put him in this equation. And on defense, Willingham, so I'm going to go with Caleb Spears, Payne Anderson, and Willingham, all 3 for an equal say in player of the game. Is that fair to everyone? I feel like that's... Now, on to bigger and better things. Next week, we have a huge matchup coming up, man, and I couldn't be more excited. Tonight was big. It's a rivalry week. I mean, we're talking about a Sylvania grad and 2 Plainview grads here, so obviously, you know, I mean, this was a fun night within the company. You know, we had a lot to do. As we were talking earlier, breaking into next week, Collinsville versus Valley Head could be one of the biggest games that we've seen all season. I know we've said that for several of them, but I mean, you got to think about this one statistically. Valley Head, the only undefeated team left in the county, playing against a 1-loss Collinsville team. They have a common foe in Donahoe. Now, Donahoe beating Collinsville, last-second field goal, an 8-point deficit loss to Valley Head. So, how does this one match up? Predictions of going in the game?
Even game. Decided in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with that. I mean, like, Collinsville...
We've said that a lot this season.
You're right. Well, we said it might happen tonight, not even close. And, you know, I predict if any team gets on top and goes ahead really early, it'll be Valley Head. You never know what's going to happen in a game like this, though. It's going to be big. It's rivals from here on out, guys. Valley Head versus Collinsville. Coming in the next week, we got Halloween. We got a doubleheader. Halloween, we have Geraldine versus Crossville. Probably won't be that great of a game. It'll be a rival nonetheless. And then to end the season out, the regular season, before we go into playoffs, we have Fife and Plainview at at Fife, so that's going to be a really big game as well. So, any changes this week in the top 10? Fife a big win tonight, but not very big. Does Valley Head take the spot? 46-0, pitching a shutout over Woodville. Did they finally bump up to number 1?
I believe so.
I think the vote's unanimous for us. We're not the ones that make the final call, but if we had 3 votes in it right there, Valley Head, I'll say this, if Valley Head, it's not a final yet, but if Valley Head pitches the shutout, number 1. Number 1 team, 46-0 at halftime. Unbelievable. Not any second half points last week, 42 at halftime, so we'll see, but man, just a thrashing here tonight. I mean, just a horrible game. Plainview just dominated from the get-go. I thought it would be interesting with the interception that we've seen, but then right back behind that, Dylan Cameron throws another one. So, just very, very interesting. I tell you what, I think we're running a little low on battery. Oh, I'm wrong. Just a hand signal up in the air. So
I was stretching.
Stretching, it happens. Cameraman Zach. So, we had challenge week this week at the Torch. Ty, you got backed by the man Rusty here in a trivia contest against their fearless leader Jordan. I'm going to say in movie trivia, Jordan thrashed him 41-29 out of 50 possible points, 41 to 29. I'll tell you what, them two got more than anyone else in the office could have. I'll say that.
I'll say it was those 1995 movies that got me, man.
When you're walking around in diapers in '95, probably. So, yeah.
It was okay though.
But also last night at the production meeting, we had cameraman Zach here. And that'll be on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. We have the milk. We have the milk challenge. It's going to be put up on YouTube. The challenge was that Zach could consume a gallon of milk, or that he could not consume a gallon of milk within an hour and hold it down for 30 minutes. Well, he made it about a quarter of the way through. Well, I'm sorry, about 3/4 of the way through. Apologize.
I was going to say time out, man. Time out.
If 3/4.
I don't think 3/4, because I drank the rest of that gallon.
3/4, Rusty.
Now tell us why you had to drink the rest of that gallon.
Because Ty does not know his movies.
You shouldn't pull for me, man.
Fall asleep, put my trust in
pull for me.
Rusty put his hope in Ty to go over. So challenge out to you. Is there challenges that you'd like to see us do? It's been, don't go crazy. Who knows if we'll do them or not? I don't know. I actually didn't do anything. So you got a challenge, throw it out there. I'll pick one and go with it. So that'll be a treat for you guys for next week. Guys, anything before we sign out? Man, it's been a fantastic week. Rivalry weeks are always fun. The production meeting was a blast last night. Next week, the following weeks, it's going to be nothing different. Jake Harris, Rusty Kirk, and Trooper Schroeder signing off for SouthernTorch.com. We'll see you next week. Valley Head and Collinsville should be a big game.